Oh, sweet Lord.
Oh, sweet Lord.
I'm praying to God.
Are you doing like, you're doing some George Harrison right now? You're getting ready for the movies.
That's right, all four of them.
Are we going to have to talk about all four of them?
Well, next thing you know, there's going to be 4 bonus episodes over the course
of the Beatles.
I mean, I guess like, it'd be crazy to do them all in one episode, I think.
I think we could do that. Movie. I mean, it's like, I feel like we're also going to be seeing like the same scenes from like different perspectives in all 4 of these movies. Yeah. I don't know how these movies are going to be. I don't think they're going to be good. I'm just going to say, as a guy who is a big Beatles fan, I am not super optimistic about these movies.
You're not optimistic.
No, I'm not.
I'm
pessimistic, you might say.
Okay. You might say that. Well, why are you so pessimistic about it?
I don't know. I just think it's going to be like... I think it is going to be a little lame, a little bit like cliche, and also I just don't like the actors. I'm not like huge like, oh my god, they just don't look like the Beatles, but I do think that there's an issue with like the fact that they're all in their 30s and like the Beatles broke up before any of them turned 30. I really think they should have gotten like a bunch of like unknown like 22-year-olds or cast the Stranger Things kids.
Or
I'm kidding.
either pick complete unknowns like Bob Dylan, or cast the biggest child stars that you could find.
Yeah, I was just thinking of 22-year-old actors, and I was like, wait a minute, Stranger Things.
I've never seen Stranger Things.
Really?
Nor do I want to.
Season 1's good.
That's what everyone says.
Yeah, everyone says
good. I just don't care. I'm not, you know me. I'm not a big old scary boy.
You're a scary boy.
You know,
I don't even know if it's like the 5th season. I don't remember whatever the not most recent one is. They had some gnarly kills. I mostly checked out after season 2. I started watching the new season because I have been logged out of Netflix for a while because I've just been on my dad's account, and since they're cracking down on password sharing like Netflix, they kicked me off my dad's account. But
damn,
they forgot about me because I was able to log back in recently. Like I just accidentally pressed the Netflix button on my like TV remote, and then I was just watching Netflix logged into my dad's account. So here we go. But anyway. That's why we did the train. That's how we were able to do the Train Dreams episodes. So,
wow.
Don't tell Netflix that I'm here.
Don't tell Sarandos or whatever.
Don't tell Teddy. But I started watching the newest season. I am not gonna finish it. It's not very good.
Well, next thing you know, you're gonna try and log in, and it'll be like, "Sorry, this is not the right household," or whatever.
Yeah, because you didn't like Stranger Things, so now you don't get to watch it. How about that?
I mean, that happened to me where like. I occasionally just double check on my own TV if I can watch Netflix, and it goes on and off. Like
it's inconsistent.
If I click my name, it might just immediately say like this is the wrong account. Recently I made it through that, and I was like, oh shit, it's working again. And I click on Animal Control, starring our man Jeff Winger, or whatever the fuck his name is.
Joel McHale.
What's his name? Joel McHale, and I clicked it, and it goes, sorry, wrong household. I'm like, come on, man! Like, tell me from like when I opened the app, like, don't get my hopes up, you know.
I was excited to see Joel.
I get to go pick my name. I get to go pick on my show. And then all of a sudden, no. So looks like I'll never find out what happens in good old Animal Control land.
Mm-hmm.
And Brockmire, which I did watch before I got kicked out. So I saw.
Is Brockmire on Netflix?
Brockmire is on Netflix.
I remember watching that on AMC.com. Yeah. I don't know. Maybe I had AMC Plus through my like parents' cable for a while. I don't know. Like I know I watched the part of that show. Was that on Hulu at any point?
I have no idea, but it is AMC Premium or whatever that is. Yeah, is it Jim Brock? Yeah, Jim Brockmire.
That's right.
That's I'm basically Hank Azaria. Mm-hmm. Yeah, Moe's Tavern. What? Worst movie ever. That's my little Hank Azaria-ness for y'all.
I keep finding I'm gonna look this up again. Quiz Show. He's in that movie.
He is in Quiz Show.
He's like 27 when they filmed that, but he looks like way older. It's so funny.
Does he really? I mean, he looks pretty cool and hot in like Friends.
He looks. Listen, he still looks great in Quiz Show. He doesn't look like that young.
What does he look like?
He has
Oh, he looks
grizzled
weird in
hair.
Yeah.
He has a long white beard. No, he doesn't. He looks like Hank Azaria. We should talk about Quiz Show. It has
We
great
should.
clothes.
And it's got Voldemort in it.
Yes,
So,
he is.
What's his name? Fucking Ray Fiennes.
Ray Fiennes,
So,
and he's playing a Harvard professor.
it's right. I remember walking in on you watching that. It sounds like I walked in on you watching porn or something.
Yeah, and I very quickly turned off the TV, and I was like, "No,
it's not Quiz Show. What are you talking
it's not
about?
Quiz Show. I'm not watching Quiz Show."
Yeah.
I put on pornography instead.
You put on a Joy video. You know what I'm saying?
Easy to explain.
Yeah, instead of jacking off to a historical drama, I guess.
Yeah.
It's a movie.
Yeah.
It's real. The big old quiz show scandal.
Scandals.
Yeah. Imagine if Jeopardy was like that. Imagine if James Holhouser had been that was all faked. I would actually be offended. I would be like, what the hell? This guy's not a fucking genius guy who would have like the craziest like he was not only just fast at playing, but he was also good at making bets to make like the numbers spell out like meaningful dates to him. You guys remember that? That's crazy.
I don't remember that. I remember who was the other guy who was like a long running champ, but everyone hated him because he was like
Brad?
Arthur Chu.
Oh no, Arthur Chu. Yeah, the other one. Yeah, Jeopardy's crazy, man. I miss that. That's like the only reason I want TV. Like I don't know where do you watch Jeopardy?
We
like,
used
do
to
you
just
guys go
watch
to,
it
like,
on
a doctor's
YouTube.
office or
Do
something
they
and
still
be there
have
at
that?
7? I don't know. I remember on Hulu or Netflix they only had like the championship episodes or whatever.
Well,
but I want like
speaking
just regular old
Day
Jeopardy
party.
episodes because I want to play along and train for
when you go
for
on the
trivia.
show. Well, you know what's funny is that the Jeopardy format came from the quiz show scandals because the whole thing was that on 21 they were giving contestants that they wanted to win the answers, and so they were like, well, we can't cheat if we're like already giving them the answers, but we can't give them the questions. So there's no way we could cheat.
I see.
I guess like that's what I've read. It doesn't really make sense because you could give someone the question. It's just a Q&A show, but you have to say like what is before the answer. But
Who is
the
Pope?
But just by like flipping the format, they were like, this cannot be rigged anymore. Like it's impossible.
Yeah, but Jeopardy is foolproof. I think is what it is. Speaking of
No fools.
foolproof. I got my shoes resold. I think we talked about a little bit about it in the previous episode, maybe like a couple months ago. That's just 2 episodes ago at this point because we record at random times. Everybody, this, we're going to talk about some things later on. We'll make you go, wait, that happened like 2 weeks ago, and we'll be like, that's when we recorded the episode. And so I got my shoes resold. Specifically, I got my Alden Tassel loafers, which are my I call it my most worn shoes, the Color 8 ones, as well as my Opera Pumps. And I went to a place called Fast and Best Shoe Repair out in Hollywood or West Hollywood. I don't know where exactly. I don't know. Fucking, it's LA, baby. All right.
LA, baby.
And yeah, and I spent about $400 total. $250 for the Aldens, $150 for the Opera Pumps. Opera Pumps I wore them on New Year's. I think I mentioned that they got soaked through because they're just so old and like they were disintegrating. And so I got them resoled and put a thin rubber outsole, and I got the heel done with the rubber. JOI, you know what I'm saying? And then on the Aldens, I got them Goodyear welted resoled with a rubber half sole and then a split leather and rubber heel. I did not ask them to do the dovetail because I don't care that much about the dovetail thing for Alden. Like, I just want to wear my shoes. And it's also one reason why I did not do... Like, I didn't send them back to Alden for recrafting. My uppers are in good condition. Like, I wax them semi-regularly, so, like, it's not like they needed, like, a full recraft. And I didn't want... and I also want to wear them pretty quickly. And so I know that Alden takes like fucking 6 months, or whatever. So I'm not going to do that. And so I just did the regular one. They were done in like 2 weeks, or a little bit less than 2 weeks. And like, it's like 10-minute drive away. I can go there on a weekday, and get my stuff. They text me when it was done. No mailing necessary. And yeah, if you guys want to see the photos, those are on my blog. It's not a big deal. Like, I've just never had anything resold before, but I am getting at that. As I said before, like, I'm getting to that age, I guess, of wearing my shoes, where it's been like 5 years since I acquired them, and I wear my tassel loafers a lot. They're my most worn shoe. They're very Ethan, and so it makes sense that those were wearing thin. And if you look at the photos, you can probably tell where the hole would be. Kind of like where the ball of your foot is, like right in the middle there. And so, I mean, I don't know. I never knew when I was supposed to get them resold because there was no hole. I guess presumably you could keep wearing them until there is a hole, but I didn't want to slip on anything. That's kind of the scarier part. And so I got them resold. And now that I know that they're good, I can recommend them, I guess. Fast and Best Shoe Repair. I haven't taken anything else back to them yet, but I am debating on it, like my side zip Cuban heel boots, which are also Blake stitched, and so like they kind of wear down a little bit faster. So I haven't decided if I'm going to do those yet and do I've only had them for a year, but I don't know if they are good enough in the sole to get a rubber half sole on them cleanly, because I know that you have to, like, it's best to do it immediately, and maybe I should have done it as soon as I got them, but I didn't know if I was going to do that. Yeah, Fast and Best Shoe Repair. But Spencer, are you thinking of doing? Are you going to send yours still to Alden, or what are you thinking of?
I might do it with the LHSs, just because, like, as I've mentioned, some of the actual hand stitching has on the back has come loose, and so that's the thing that I'm like really most worried about, because I just don't want it to get worse. So I really haven't.
Are you putting them on with a heel with the fucking?
Yeah, I use a shoehorn.
Or are you slipping your feet in there?
I use shoehorns.
Okay.
It does have a really crazy ass wear pattern, which makes me think I must have an insane gait or something.
This guy's walking crazy.
Yeah, so that's something I might want to take to. I might take that to them in person and just ask them what is wrong with me, what's going on. The chukkas I'll probably take in there because that seems like a much simpler repair. Not that they wouldn't be able to handle the hand stitching. But, that one I just, feel more comfortable sending to Alden. But my Alan Edmonds chukkas, which frequently get mistaken for the Aldens, which just need a new sole, I think would be pretty easy.
Yes, the McAllisters? Is that what they're called?
Probably. There's no way to know. There's actually no way to know.
Nobody knows.
Let's see here. McAllister. I looked it up, and that is not it. I am wrong. I am so sad to be wrong.
Well, it would be a good name for a shoe, so we should, remember that.
Well, they are. It is the Oxford wingtip. That's the McAllisters.
Okay.
I don't know what yours are called, because I remember... I guess they
like Alan Edmonds,
those ones look the
unstructured.
most. Yeah. The other ones don't look like that. But... yeah, chukka boots are cool. I wonder if they're gonna make a comeback.
I hope so.
Do you think that they will, Spencer?
Yes. Okay, so apparently J. Crew McAllisters are their chukka boot.
I see.
Yeah.
That's I wasn't wrong. I misremembered the brand. I misremembered which brand took the name there. I'll say it here first, guys. I feel like that chukka boot 2010s menswear look. If we're mining the 2010s for inspo, I feel like it's gonna come back. I can feel it in my bones.
They just changed the proportions and it would fit right in 2026.
Well, here
imagine a big a big 90s Ralph Lauren Oxford with wide leg double pleated chinos and some chukka boots or something, and then you got the 2026 version of the basic bastard fit.
Yeah, I mean, so what's really funny, the reason why I'm thinking about this, and I don't really have to go into too much of the party because it's just a normal party, but I saw Nico, if people know as Nico Cobalt on Instagram. He runs the Bengal Stripe, great blog, great inspo account, great mood board, I guess is what it's called. But he was wearing a Sid Mashburn Drake's look. He was a summer weight 3-roll 2 sport coat, I think a chambray OCBD or some kind of button down collar shirt. I guess it wouldn't be a chambray OCBD, it'd just be a chambray BD CBD.
Nice.
With a crest tie, some pretty slim. I'm assuming they were either Drake's or Sid Mashburn, because they were kind of mid-ish to high rise, slim straight leg jeans that were pretty worn in. They could also be vintage 501s. I don't remember, but like a slide belt with the engine turned buckle. So that feels very Sid. If you guys remember, Sid loves those kinds of things. With chukka boots, and he's very like 2010s prep. Unabashedly preppy, which was Fred Castleberry's old Tumblr blog.
That's right.
But I was like, hell yeah, dude. It's funny because we had that whole episode where I talk about, outfit repeating. And the one thing I don't really do as much is like that Drake's 2010s look where you're wearing like a sport coat with jeans, a very like preppy look. Because I like wearing trousers more, or like, even fatigues for like a more Japanese Americana thing. But I'm like, damn, maybe it's because I just don't see it now. But I'm like, dang, Nico looked so cool, and I'm like, do I do this again? I don't know. It's just kind of, again, think about like mining the archives for inspo. What's also funny is like Matt Woodruff is there because Matt Woodruff was at the works at Buck Mason. This was at the Buck Mason Vintage Rendezvous party, and it's like Matt Woodruff is kind of like one of the like progenitors, even if he was styled in like the Drake's look. I don't know if that's his particular personal style, but like the fact that he was present and someone was dressed like a photo of him, whatever, like that's, I think that's really funny, and I think maybe it could come back. Maybe we need like a picture of all three of us wearing like jeans, suede chukka boots or suede loafers, check jacket, OCBD, with like a fun Drake's tie with a fun pocket square, and just like redo that. And like all of us are like just like like blocked very well. Like one's sitting, one's crossing their arms, and like in like a very New York Soho looking place of LA. I don't know, maybe somewhere in downtown or Arts District, something like that. But I think that would be real fun. We could be like eating a burger, and we could be like, I don't know, like eating a donut, and like like we're hailing a cab. Like that's. Does Drake's even still post that shit anymore?
I don't know. I haven't seen one of their lookbooks in a long time. I'm not sure. Or I'm not saying that they don't make them, but yeah, I haven't seen them in a while.
I feel like they're leaning into their sportswear a lot. I'm scrolling through it right now. They're leaning into their sportswear a lot, and they're doing a lot of like in studio lookbooks. It's not the same. They're obviously much more dressed down. Like they're wearing like chore suits or like wearing sweaters or doing t-shirts. There's a picture of our friend, Christopher Pizarro, walking around with a cool tie, a martini tie. There's Bruce Boyer. So they kind of have a little bit of that still there, but it doesn't have, they need the jeans and sport coat. They need the fun action of, of the classic Drakes. See, we got to pay attention more, to what's going on out there.
Has there been like a...
Well, speaking of paying attention... Oh, yeah, go ahead, Spencer.
Really, has there ever been like... have you seen something like that's like a nostalgia menswear post that's like, wow, just discovered all these incredible images, and it's all just like Drake stuff from like 2016? Like, the New York store?
I think it's because they're like... I mean, I do that. Well, I guess I'm constantly mining that already, so it's not like it's new, but... I think it's because Drake still exists and still makes content like perennially that like people are just using the most recent stuff. But I would be really funny to see like an old photo of like Matt Woodruff or Chase and Alex Winchell, and see that like like a photo. Like I mean, I'm just thinking of like the photos of like Alex, like I think balancing on like a fire hydrant, like with a beanie, and like just like doing one of these like peering out into the horizon, and like that's so cool, and it still definitely is an inspiration whenever I take photos of us being silly out there. But speaking of paying attention, guys, J-Press had a fashion show.
True.
It's funny. It's as if Spencer is like in a muffled room.
Yes.
Spencer won't hear it that way, but it's just because it's his AirPods. It's like because sometimes it cuts in and out. But yeah, did you guys take a look at this thing? I mean, I guess what's really funny is how, like, we were talking about how menswear is trying to be like fashion. I might have hinted at that in my own blog post. I don't know if I said it out right, but like with Todd Snyder doing it now, this is like what the second J-Press one. Ralph Lauren's doing it now. I mean, we're like months away from like Drake's doing one. Or I guess not months. I guess it could be like next season, but like Drake's could do it. Our little runway.
Let's see it. Let's see the runways.
Yeah. I think I like this one a lot. I don't know if that's a hot take.
No, this is great stuff. This is awesome.
Yeah, it's inspired directly by Take Ivy. I mean, that's what it's called. I think the collection's called literally like Take Ivy with quotation marks. But it is, yeah, they had the runway show and they like lifted a lot of direct looks. Like I remember the 1966 sweatshirt. Like there's a guy in like a cafeteria eating with that exact same like sweatshirt. They have this sporty T-shirt, which is. It doesn't say J-Press on the original, obviously. I don't think it does. But it is like one of those retro stripe tees. But yeah, a lot of like shorts. Because, shorts and socks, the Madras shorts with like a sport coat. There's a lot of that in there. Yeah, like they really did lift up a lot from the original. And it makes sense that that Jack Carlson, who is the new creative director of J-Press, is leaning into that to kind of like give the brand back its like its heritage feeling of like this is like how it was done, and they're still doing it today.
No, this is like really great stuff. Really nice proportions on like all the jackets and the pants and stuff. But it's
I wish they were higher rise.
Me too. That's my main complaint, but I don't know, it looks good. And I'm trying to find the image, but it's cool that there's a place where you can buy an artillery tie and stuff, Oh
yeah. I mean, if you guys go on the website, like all of the stuff is there. It all says pre-order. But I like. It is fun to see all the stuff that they have to offer. They have safari jackets for this season. I feel like this one's a little bit out of place for the
for everything. But also, it seems like every time there's like any sort of menswear runway show, you have to have like a safari jacket. That's the rule for some reason.
Well, because people love that shit. People love even though like this particular runway show and is like kind of geared towards like zillennials or zoomers, like the new era of prep or whatever, like. The demographic is still like 35-year-old dudes who are walking by Penn or Union Station to go into the J-Press store to buy fucking like clothes for their meeting at McKinsey or whatever. And men love field jackets. They love safari jackets. I just appreciate that it's a safari jacket that has like regular lapels and not like the point collar or camp collar.
I mean, it's like obviously this is the kind of like, oh, you're traveling kind of look. And for that, it's a great jacket, I guess. It's something that would be very great to wear on a flight.
Put these on a fucking suit. I dare them. Like, make a suit with quad patch pockets. I don't need them to be pleated. They just have the flap on there, and that's it. Just put this as a sport coat. Raise the buttoning point a little bit because it looks like it's a little bit low. But yeah. I really want the Take Ivy t-shirt. The orange one looks really good with like the J-Press, I guess badge logo or whatever on there. I really love it. I don't have an orange t-shirt. I really like it. I also like the striped rugby or sports shirt t-shirt that they have. Like, I think that's really cool. It reminds me of what Tom Buchanan wears. I think it's funny that this guy is just walking barefoot.
Yeah, there's a few of those, huh?
Yeah. I guess it looks like he's holding his sandals, I think is what he's doing.
He didn't have time to put them on. They were like, get on the runway right now! And he's like, I gotta put on my shoes. There's no time!
I mean, if people can do unbuttoned to button-down collar shirts, I guess people can go...
I don't know if those are the same thing. I think it would be like untied shoes if you were...
Okay, this guy's pant rise is crazy high. So I don't know, like maybe some pants are higher than others. Like maybe their chinos are like lower rise or something like that. But this looks cool. I like the white suit with the purple pens in the pocket. He's gonna, a little point Dexter. He needs a pocket protector in case something's gonna happen there. I could see MJ wearing this, the fucking Gilligan's Island thing, like the red rugby with the bucket hat.
That's really great. I'm pretty sure that's a look straight from Take Ivy too.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, like in the rain, I think. Not a fan of the double-breasted, because for obvious reasons, these lapels are not
very
small.
good.
But the button spacing is good.
Like the jacket is just way too short too.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
very
it could just be
short.
like he's just a skinny guy and he's like a tall model maybe.
Mm-hmm.
I love this. We're looking at the Harvard, looks like a vintage Harvard. So if they reproduce that, that'd be crazy. But I think that's a copyright issue. I think they can't do that. But the Harvard short sleeve sweatshirt with the Madras shorts. I am into Madras shorts. I saw Sorry, I'm picking something up off of the ground. I saw a couple people being like, "Oh, we need to leave plaid shorts back in the 2000s." I think that that's kind of true, but when it's done right, it looks good. Like, I love this. I love seeing the plaid shorts with white socks and loafers. Like, I would wear these all day. You know, I need more Madras in my wardrobe.
Oh, everyone does.
MJ, did you ever wear plaid shorts when you were younger?
Like as a young kid, like 4th grade maybe.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. Did you ever if you just remove the sweater, you just look from the waist down? Did you ever do did you do the special, the little kid special? It's flip flops with plaid shorts.
Yeah,
Like, come on.
Yeah, probably.
With some polo shirt or something, or like a Hollister T-shirt or something.
Yeah, not even. It was like Gap.
I mean, I really love the one, the red plaid Madras with the black T-shirt. This looks so good. Valentine's Day on the beach. If it
he's
wasn't
doing
cold,
white socks and loafers.
Damn, I love that. I love that a lot. Some of this. Oh yeah, it looks like they have the hoodie, the J Press green sweat hoodie, with some really old Converse down there. This outfit is so good. I don't know what the hell T-shirt this person is wearing. I don't know if that's like a Harvard president at some point or something, but it's the outfit with the graphic tee of some old man with what looks like a Western shirt, because it looks like it's got 2 pockets. I can see a little bit of a flap on there. But it's like a gingham, red and brown gingham shirt with the patchwork Madras trousers.
That is really cool.
Patchwork Madras bucket hat and the
who's on the T-shirt?
And flip flops. But I really love this, the kind of preppy beach look. Very good. This is crazy. The orange that looks like a vintage dinner jacket.
Yeah, that's like a Princeton. That's like a Princeton reunion jacket or something.
Yeah. Oh, is he wearing it? Oh, this guy's wearing that over a tuxedo.
Oh, whoa. Wait,
Yeah,
so
I
that's
was
like a shirt or a jacket? That's crazy, dude.
It looks like it's a sport coat, like a true vintage reunion jacket sport coat in gingham, worn over a single-breasted tuxedo jacket, which is crazy.
Wow.
I still don't like it. I mean, I'm not a huge fan of jackets of the same length being worn on top of each other. I'm just not a fan of that.
I am not a huge... I don't know. Like, maybe if I saw someone wearing this in person, I'd say that's pretty cool. I would prefer it if it was just a dinner jacket that looked like that.
Yeah, or just wear the reunion jacket as your dinner jacket.
Yeah.
You know, like nothing underneath there. Yeah, I mean, I really want the pink trousers. I don't know if I'm going to actually get them. But yeah, looking at the actual website, there's also the lookbook that they had as well. The gin and tonic sweatshirt, that feels very not Take Ivy. It feels very Rowing Blazers of them.
Yes,
you know?
That does.
Like you still have that little bit of Jack Carlson in there.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's fun to see Richard Beadle smiling for once. Like he's not just mean mugging the camera and like mewing at us. He's actually smiling. Shout out Victor, who always looks handsome as a JFK Jr. Lookalike. He should if he doesn't find some way to promote that show, that new like American Love Story, he should be on that. He should be like, I look like JFK Jr.
Yeah,
that's JFK Jr., right?
Watch the show, yeah. The American Love Story, that is what that show is about. Yeah.
We got American Crime Story, we got American Horror Story, now we got American Love Story.
And The Beauty. I really quick need to talk about this because I watched the first 2 or 3 episodes.
Oh,
Ryan
it's
Murphy,
out now, that's right.
Yeah, Ryan Murphy has his own version of The Substance. And it's pretty, at least in the first episode, a character went to a plastic surgeon to get Chad surgery, and they did call it that. They did say you need to get the Chad surgery. Kind of fun.
That is crazy.
That's the Ryan Murphy update for this episode. That's what he's up to.
Yeah. Should we get the See No Evil, Hear No Evil, Say No Evil sweatshirt? This is kind of fun. Oh, that's sweater. This is kind of fun. The three little monkeys.
We should be the little monkeys.
Wow, they have the safari jacket and linen as well. Yeah. Well, anyway, so what are you guys' thoughts on the J pressing? What are you guys feeling on it? Like, what's you gonna buy anything?
I don't know if I'm gonna buy anything, but it's good stuff, and I'm really happy to admire it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
it seems like
what about
they
you, MJ?
They did what they set out to do with the whole, take IV DNA,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
But
mean,
I don't know, it's
the
cool to
take
see-
IV tie
Mm-hmm.
is kind of
yeah,
fun.
The green.
In green, yeah.
I don't know if they have other colors, but yeah, the green ones.
Yeah. Yeah, I might buy that J Press t-shirt. I might have to do it. That's like probably it's not a J Press, the take IV t-shirt. I don't normally wear too much of that. Actually, no, that's true. I love wearing merch t-shirts. That's like if I wear a t-shirt, it's usually that.
A merch shirt.
I also am thinking of Patrick Madras trousers, but I might use eBay for those. So,
Are you gonna get any of the Audacity
the watermelon? Merch? Oh yes. 1 second though. The fucking pink and green watermelon patchwork Madras or patchwork.
That is really good.
Awesome.
Wow.
Yeah, those are. I would wear that with black tie. Like that would be really really fun. Is his fly open?
Oh god.
Hold on a second. Hold on. If I open
computer enhanced.
Yeah, let me just. Oh fuck! Hold on, I gotta. Maybe it's like a button fly thing, and it's just it's just a little bit there. Yeah. Anyway, Audacity merch. Where did I put this? Where did I put this tab? I might have closed. Let me open it up again. Yeah, guys, Audacity just turned 25. So we're not sponsored by them.
We use them to record, and we all got this pop up right before we started recording today.
Not sponsored.
That's right.
By the way.
Not sponsored. Free and always will be.
Yes.
Oh, they have multiple types of t-shirts with the little mouse 25 years .aup3. that's cute.
That's pretty good, honestly.
Yeah. I even like the retro
shirt? Nice.
I wish it was the big I hate this.
Yeah, they always put the cool stuff on the back now.
Yeah, put on the front, man. Just do it.
It's so
the
stupid.
Tumblr's good. Free and always will be this is pretty good. Not who thought of putting indigo font on brown that's or autumn that's not good. Yellow is good. This is good.
Great.
Yellow looks great. The teal is okay. I just don't like that it's heathered.
Yeah.
The baby blue is
really
good. And of course cream and white is good. But yeah, Audacity merch. Actually, I am a small thinking. Small thinking. Yeah,
I'm small thinking.
Mm-hmm.
What is this back? What is this? Audacity has crashed. That's kind of funny. I hate how it looks. It is too crazy. That is probably entirely the point. But yeah, damn. I know we said it before. We gotta make our fucking caps this year. We will. We'll figure it. We'll do it. We gotta do it sometime.
We'll do it.
Yeah. This is really funny. This reminds me also. There's this place called Nico's Wine Bar, and they have merch, and they have some crazy. Where's their merch? Gallery? Order wine? Oh, I guess you have to go to their web. You don't have to buy their stuff in person. I guess. T-shirt. Let me see if they have it here. Rare Nico's. What the? $6. This is all. Wait, this is a good one. Damn, this is awesome. It's a fish. That's a look of this fish. Anyway, the reason why I brought it up is because I love they contract with different indie artists, I think.
Yeah.
And they put the damn they the front. Okay, I'm looking at one from 2 years ago. This is a good one on the front. Maybe the recent ones have just had the cool fun stuff on the back. And so they got to make sure that they keep doing that, because I would buy way more merch tees if the cool logo was on the front. That goes for everyone else out there.
Do that?
That goes for Drake's Don't give me a little stupid ass logo on the pocket. I don't want that. I don't want that. Like it's got to be all over on the front. Make it like a band tee or a Star Wars tee or a bootleg tee. It's got to be like all on the front. So if anyone's listening to this, you got to do that.
Yeah, please do that.
How was your guys' Valentines? That's what the whole episode's about. It's post Valentine's recap here. Do you guys like dressing up for Valentine's, or how do you guys do it? I know you guys both have opposite outfits because I saw what you guys wore.
Yeah.
So I don't know why I'm, but being cheeky about it.
The mystery.
Yeah, I mean, a question for you guys then. Do you guys like dressing up for it, or do you guys rather it be like kind of more casual?
I mean, it depends. I think on like what I'm doing, and so like last year I dressed up because like, it was a weekday, so I was working, and then like just went out to dinner after work, and so I just was already dressed for work, and so just like like wore a nice suit and stuff like that. And this year I was out and about. We started
O&A's, baby.
That's right, very early in the morning.
Really?
Yeah, and through like we left. I don't know, at like 8:39 or something like that. I'll talk about it in a second, exactly what we did. But yeah, this year I dressed more for like, we're just having a day out, but I wanted it to look nice enough for like dinner. And our dinner plans ended up changing slightly, but the place we were going wasn't like super fancy, so that also influenced the decision.
Yeah, I see. Wait, so what changed exactly? Like, did the place it wasn't there when you got there? It was a
no, so we were planning on going to Mazza, which is a deep dish pizza place.
Oh yeah, in
Echo Park,
or Silver Lake.
Echo Park, yeah. But they do not take reservations, and so we were planning on just like calling ahead and seeing how it was. And when we called ahead, they straight up told us it's like, we're not giving people estimated times for when they get their table anymore. You can come if you want, but there are no guarantees. And this was when there was like hours before the restaurant closed, It was not like we weren't calling them at like 9:00 asking them. And so at the time we were around the Fairfax area, and we ended up just doing El Coyote. Should I just like talk about the rest of the stuff we did? If we're
I guess so. Yeah, tell us how romantic you are, and we'll judge you.
It was awesome. So the first thing we did in the morning was we went to there's this great Instagram account. Shout out to the Diner Appreciation Society.
DAS
or Diner Theory. Sorry, that is the Instagram account, but he runs the Diner Preservation Society. Cool guy, and he also apparently a podcaster. So there you go. We gotta meet up.
Kinship for y'all there.
But yeah, he's just a guy in LA who likes old diners and has like a little. He has an Instagram account, and once a month he invites people to come grab breakfast at a diner that he picks. And so on Valentine's Day, they had one at the Heart Diner in Van Nuys, or I guess technically Lake Balboa, but Google Maps told me it was Van Nuys, but which is in the valley for you LA heads. I'm sending this Instagram account that has the photo of me to the Style and Direction account really quick, Ethan, so you could see it. Yep. But yeah, it was just this cute little heart love themed diner in the valley that actually had a great breakfast that was very cheap. That's how we started off our day at like 9:45 in the morning. Then from there we had it was not that hard to get to the valley. Getting back took a lot longer. And so once we did that, we ended up, we decided to go to the Academy Museum because they were opening up their Ponyo exhibit that day.
Cute.
Isabella is a big Studio Ghibli fan, so we were excited to see that. And so we went there. Don't tell the Academy Museum. We kind of like snuck in a little bit because like there was it was, like I said, it was the opening day of the exhibit. And it was also Valentine's Day, so everything was busy. But we got there, and there was a crazy long line just to get in and like purchase tickets. If you'd already like pre-ordered your ticket, You could like, you still had a line, but there was a longer line for standby, which we were. And so we went into the little cafe that is next to it to use the restroom, and then we just decided to sneak into the museum from there. And it totally worked. Yeah, we literally just walked in and got in line to buy a ticket, and it worked. So very sorry to everyone we cut, but your love, our love was stronger. And so we got to see the studio or the Ponyo exhibit. Which is fun. It's like, it's not huge. It was also like extremely crowded, and this does seem like something that would be like if you have kids, like I guess Ponyo's a movie, it's like I like it a lot, but it is like a kids movie, and this was kind of reflected in the exhibit because they had a bunch of things that seemed like photo ops for kids, but I don't know, it was cool. They had a bunch of the storyboards, which were all like hand drawn. You get to see that. You get to see some of the backgrounds, the art. They had like a lot of interviews with the people that worked on it. I really liked it. It was great. We saw the Jaws exhibit, which has been there for a bit, but we hadn't seen it. The Jaws exhibit, way better than the Studio Ghibli one. Really quick on the Academy Museum, I feel like it gets a lot of flack, and I understand it's not an amazing museum, but I like it because every time I've gone with my girlfriend, I've had a good time with her. And so that kind of colors my experience. And also there's an amazing theater attached to it. So if you really just think about it as a great movie theater that has a museum attached, it's actually pretty good. We didn't see anything that day, however, because then we had dinner at the El Coyote after just walking around Fairfax for a little bit. Which great historic Mexican place in LA. That was like our, backup plan for dinner. I thought we were not going to get into that one. But then we kind of had a Valentine's Day miracle because we walked up and there was a line outside. There was a lot of people in the lobby waiting area. But apparently, I guess all of those people were like big groups or something because a server just saw us and like me and my girlfriend and waved us in, and we were seated immediately. So it was kind of cool. It was, hell yeah. I got to be like, look, I'm doing like Goodfellas stuff. Like, but
it's fun.
We had a delicious dinner. I had the steak. I had some steak thing, and then she had the carnitas plate. Yeah. Fajita plate. I literally could not remember the word fajita for a second, but I had the steak fajita plate.
Damn, that sounds good. I haven't.
It was delicious.
Mexican food in a little bit. I might have to have some of that.
You should. I loaded up. Fun. I loaded up on chips, unfortunately, because I was like fucking. I didn't have lunch, so I was like starving by the time we got to the restaurant.
Damn, and you woke up at 8:00. Damn, that's.
Yeah, I know, right?
Didn't you have tea? Oh no, that was the diner. Wait, I thought you said you had.
We had tea when like a couple weeks ago when we went to Old Town, Old World Village in Huntington Beach. See. But yeah, so we went there and yeah, it was. I was starving. I ended up taking a box home, but it was okay. Because I had it for breakfast the next day, I just put all that shit in a pan with a couple fried eggs and a tortilla, and oh my god, it was so fucking good. It was the best breakfast I've had in a long time. So anyway, I got a great dinner and an amazing breakfast out of it. Oh, the fit, of course. I wore a pink shirt. I wanted to dress comfortable, something that was going to be easy to walk around, because our plan was once we got to Fairfax until dinner we were just gonna leave our car and walk around, which is what we did. And so I had my really beat up LVC 47s. I wanted to dress it up slightly, so rather than doing a field jacket, I did my Ralph Lauren cardigan. I just had my blue sneakers and my Long Beach hat, and a pink plaid Western shirt, just because I was this is kind of Valentine-y. And of course, you mentioned this in the thing, but I was carrying around my camera bag the whole time, which I just found on Instagram when I searched leather camera bag. I'll send a link in a second, but I think it's technically a women's product. It's supposed to be look, you have a stylish purse, but it's just it looks like a 60s camera bag. And so I
can see that. Yeah.
but I'll also send a photo of how crazy packed it is, because I like it because it's compact, but it also means when I have my lens on my camera, because I keep 2 lenses in there, I can't put my camera in the bag unless I like completely tear it down. So
Damn, I hate that.
that is unfortunate. Yeah. But it's a good bag. It carries my charger around too, and I now have an iPhone that has the USB-C port, which is really exciting for me. So I don't have to bring extra cable for that either.
Damn. All right. What a nice little jaunty Valentine's Day.
Oh, and then this was a continuation, just because I included the photos. We saw Nirvana, the band, the show, the movie. Great stuff. Maybe we'll talk about it more in the future. But
yeah, I need to watch it. I haven't seen it yet.
Yeah, I wore my pea coat because this was kind of a last-minute plan. We weren't planning on going out, and then we just did. And so I was already in my champion sweatpants, which I got like around the New Year. Nice. And just decided to throw on a sweater, a sweatshirt, a pea coat, and some shoes because it was cold and rainy. But had a great time at the movies.
We love the movies.
Yeah.
We love the movies a lot here. MJ, was your Valentine's like a movie?
I guess so. It was. I don't know. I guess it was kind of funny, or I don't know. It depends the perspective. Anyways.
Tell us.
We went out to eat this restaurant that Andrew and Emily actually recommended to us because it's a vegetarian / vegan restaurant. So they had like a special like Valentine's tasting menu. It was 8 courses. Each course is named after like, I guess, like an environment or like, you know, like a nature setting.
So like Mesa.
Yeah, so it's like the dunes, right?
Whoa.
So we went to see Timothy Chalamet actually visited us when that dish came out. So
that was cool.
Yeah, so it was like that, but I guess the comedy part was the staff just like didn't know what was next on the menu, or like they kept bringing like the wrong dishes to like the wrong tables.
Oh, my bad.
And then at some point we got the food of the table like next to us, because like
okay,
like they were already seated before us, so they were like, you know, there were like however many dishes into the menu, right?
Yeah.
And when the staff comes and like, this is course number 4, and we were like, we haven't gotten course number 2 yet. Like, you know, we're like, is this supposed to like be like this? Like the whole thing of a tasting menu is that you eat it in order, right? So we asked them, we were like, are you guys supposed to be getting like course 4 right now? And we're like, yeah, but like we haven't gotten it yet. So it was just a lot of back and forth. Every course was like a different server that like didn't know what was going on, which was, I mean, stressful for them. Like I totally get it, but like it was just kind of funny how it was like a mystery whether or not the food we were getting was our actual food.
Mystery.
But
that's kind of funny. A mystery tasting menu. I guess even then, right? Like you would hope that it's in order. Like imagine it's a mystery tasting menu, and you don't know what's coming up next, and they don't know what's coming up next. It's only the chef knows actually.
The chef
like they're just giving you stuff.
Does what they want to do, and you just have to eat it.
Yeah, but that's what you pay for. I'm sure there's some place like that where like this no one knows except the guy making the food.
Yeah,
very intriguing.
I guess that's what omakase is, right? Sushi.
They still tell you what is on there though, right? I mean, I guess the day of, maybe, I don't know. Like you're not blindfolded and you're like, okay, whatever he makes, you know. Like I don't think that's how it works.
But I mean, like he'll make it and then he'll be like, this is the like the yuzu salmon.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
And then you're like, okay,
yeah, cool,
you know.
Damn, yuzu salmon sounds real good. Miso crusted salmon, ooh, baby, that's what I'm talking about. So what was your festive outfit for the day? Did you? Because I guess we're all. It's interesting to talk about Valentine's Day fits because like how do you lean into like how far do you lean into the whole, you know, lovey-dovey Valentine's theme festivities? I guess.
Yeah, I mean, for I guess the past few years, I've just been leaning into like wearing
Red.
like reds and pinks and yeah,
Yeah.
those types. I wore the brown Natty Adams suit.
Oh, the belt back suit. Yep.
Yeah, the belt back suit, because it has that. I mean, the lining is like a I guess like a reddish purple, and then
That's right. I forgot that I did that.
yeah, it kind of has like a reddish tone to it too, versus
Mm-hmm.
I guess like the greenish tone that the other brown suit has.
Yeah.
So I wore that Brooks Brothers red striped shirt, red knit tie, and then my Scott Fraser tassel loafers.
Nice.
Topping it off.
Those are like oxblood or burgundy, right?
Yeah, so it really just tied it all together with like the browns and the reds.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was cool. It was cold outside, so good time to bring out more outerwear. It wasn't raining yet.
Well, what was your
so-
outerwear choice then?
So I actually I had two options. I the trench coat, and then the Sylar coat.
The black one. Yeah, the black one's good. The black moleskin
Yeah.
3-button one. Yeah.
Yeah. See, that one was actually better because it actually keeps you warm and defends from the wind and stuff versus the trench, which is a little bit more.
The Joyce trench, the Bal McCann style.
Yeah, that one's a little lighter and not like windproof, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it came together pretty well.
Yeah. Here's a question for you guys. Would you guys wear that much? I guess Spencer's outfit's pretty normal actually, but like if it wasn't Valentine's Day, you probably wouldn't wear like the red striped shirt and the red knit tie together, right? Like you probably would.
Yeah.
Unless
I mean, I guess
Oh,
it's
okay.
like do you wear your Christmas like type of fits like any other time of the year?
Oh yeah, I guess so. Like I mean, I like wearing plaid a lot, but I probably wouldn't wear all the like plaid and a green
And
together
green
unless
and red and
and red. Yeah, I mean, I'm kind of intrigued actually. Maybe I'll wear my plaid shirt with green pants, but maybe I'll wear like a navy sport coat, so it's not like I'm wearing something that's like super Christmassy looking,
Yeah.
But yeah, that sounds like a good fit. I'm glad, like those are. Do you get to wear those things outside of Valentine's Day? Like, do you wear your red knit tie at all? I mean, probably the red stripe button OCBD works, but
Yeah.
maybe not the red knit tie.
Yeah. The shirt more often than the tie. I mean, I guess it's more of a matter of just wearing those other things with other things that aren't like red or like themed, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, Spencer probably wears his pink plaid shirt all the time. Right?
I love to wear my pink plaid shirt all the time.
Pink plaid shirt.
It is a good one. That's double RL, right?
That is a double RL shirt, yeah.
Yeah, that's the time like a couple of years ago, and you just bought a bunch of stuff for like $20.
Yeah, I
or it was,
just
like, cheap
found a
on
bunch
eBay
of
or
like
something, right?
cheap double RL shirts on eBay, and I don't know if that's ever gonna happen again. I
I
guess I
doubt
need
it.
to look more frequently, but yeah, they're like starting to
Heavily
all
doubt
fall
it.
apart now. So I'm like, okay, I got a good couple years out of these, but
You can Shishiko. You can. I'm
I'm gonna have to do something. Yeah.
I got my I have like a 60s or 70s like OCBD that I got like while I was in college, like an old thrift, and the neck button, like the one when they actually fasten to close it up, like the button just tore through, like it's just awful. And I brought it back to my tailor, and he just like cut that part out, put like and like attached a new new piece of like fabric, another like random scrap piece of Oxford cloth to like, and then put a new buttonhole in there. And I'm like, fuck yeah, that's awesome. I gotta keep it alive. And that shirt also has had the collar flipped a couple times. That one that has like reinforced on the neck, and the elbows are all like patched with like blue Oxford. And so I really like that. And I gotta keep that shirt alive. For me, my last year I was single. I don't remember what I did for Valentine's last year. Stayed home and cried. But this year, I'm very lucky to be in a relationship. And we had a full day as well. We had afternoon, or I guess it's not afternoon tea if I have it for lunch. It's literally 11 o'clock tea, high tea, in high noon. But we went to a tea place in Montrose. which is like northeast Los Angeles, kind of like northeast of Altadena. Sorry, northwest. And so Montrose is a small little town. It's kind of near where La Cañada is. It's near where JPL is. And so it's a very smallish kind of town. And we were looking for a place to do tea, and it's called the Tea Room with the letter T. We picked it because I've been to a couple places in Pasadena for tea, and they've been fine. I talked about it for New Year's, but this place was smaller and it felt more like local. It felt like kitschier because it just looked like that. And we went, and it was really, really nice. It was run by these 3 old ladies, and at 11 o'clock, people weren't really there yet. And so we had the option of sitting inside and outside, and we decided to sit outside. Personally, I don't know if my girlfriend will listen to this episode. I kind of want to sit inside because I like the decor. Mm-hmm. And outside is a bit more sparse because it's more like a patio, but the weather was really nice and there was no one outside, so we kind of sat outside and had the place to ourselves, and people ended up coming right when we were leaving, so that was pretty cool. It was a flat fee of $35 a person, which is pretty good for the tea and sandwiches, because we were full. We had a lot of tea. We had the salmon sandwiches, the cucumber sandwiches, the egg salads. They had scones. They had little cakes and lemon tarts and and crackers and cheese and stuff like that. And it was and grapes. And it was really, really, really good. And while we were in Montrose, we also went to the Descanso Gardens, which I have never been to before. If people are familiar with the Huntington Gardens or Bouchard Gardens, which I've been to, Bouchard is in Victoria in Vancouver. Those it's like a garden grounds thing, but it is smaller than those two. But it made it more manageable to walk around the entire thing. We didn't feel like we were missing anything. Again, the weather, surprisingly, as all of us have kind of said, it was nice because it was raining before and after that, because it rained a lot yesterday. We were recording this on a Monday, and I was going to say Thanksgiving, and Valentine's Day was on a Saturday.
It sure was.
But
the Saturday
it was
holiday,
really
they
nice
call
weather
it.
out. It wasn't that cold, and talk about train dreams. They have a little train that was not active, but they have a train that was going around the grounds, or they had the railroad tracks or whatever. They also have a model train thing, which shout out Ivan.
Ooh, that's cool.
He would have loved that. It's a little section of it, and I took some pictures. I don't have the tilt shift option on my camera, but that would have been cool to do, because it's really fun to see trains going around. Trains are indeed very, very cool.
That's true.
And then in the evening, kind of similar to Spencer, we ate right away. We decided we were trying to figure out where we wanted to eat, and because the sandwiches had worn off by that time, and it was 6 or 7 o'clock by the time we left the gardens, we went to get barbecue. We went to Gus's Barbecue in South Pasadena, and she had never really eaten too much American barbecue before. She'd never had a chicken fried steak before. She's not a big fan of steak in general, but I was like, well, chicken fried steak is pretty awesome. And we went there, and it was great. She was sold on chicken fried steak. I don't, maybe it's good for me that we don't eat steak that often, obviously with the gout and everything, but she had a fun time. We just kind of shared, and speaking of gout, we shared a brisket platter and the chicken fried steak. So it wasn't like I was eating copious amounts of red meat and everything like that. But yeah, we walk in, and there's people waiting. We're like, oh shit, it's 7 o'clock. It's, Valentine's Day. And we walk in, they're like, oh yeah, this booth's open. And I'm like, oh shit, all right. So we just sat down, and we were, done eating by 8 or 9 o'clock, a little hour and a half dinner kind of a thing. It was really, really nice. We didn't have to stay out too late for Valentine's, especially since we kind of started our day early by driving to Montrose and getting the tea. And it was really, really lovely. We watched Tintin, and I guess, spoiler alert, that's going to be probably our next bonus episode.
Cool, yeah.
We've been talking about it for a long time, and Tintin is awesome, and we need to talk about it because the clothing of that movie is really, really good. Not only is the base, the comic, the graphic novel, whatever you want to call it, just a good source of menswear inspo, because it was made in the 50s and 60s, but translating that on screen to animation with all the textures, I won't get too far ahead into it, but it's really, really fun to see them, to see Spielberg and Weta Digital do that. So but she watched that for the first time, definitely Uncanny Valley, but it's one of those things where if it was made today, it would probably be more like K-pop Demon Hunters or like Spider-Verse.
Ooh.
You know, where it's a bit more stylized.
Yeah.
If they ever make a sequel, I hope it's like that, because it is rough to watch a little bit. But if you can get past Uncanny Valley, Tintin is one of my favorite movies. I mean, it just made me want to watch Indiana Jones, like, because I mean, and unfortunately, Dial of Destiny sucks. But
The Counselor's
yeah.
Clock.
The Counselor's Clock. Oh man! But for my attire, we were deciding what to wear, and all these years ago, I did thrift a 50s basically Valentine's Day tie. It is a red silk, and it's got a little embroidered arrow, Cupid's arrow, with a little heart bow and arrow kind of a thing going on. And my girlfriend looked at it, and we were like, "This is really red." It is a very red tie, and I paired it with what I had planned to wear, with my shirt and suit combination, and we were like, "This is too much." And it would have looked good if I did it with like a striped shirt or a plain white shirt and my pinstripe suit. Is a very like 50s, kind of gangster rich guy kind of a look, but that kind of wasn't the vibe we were going for, especially for tea and like the Descanso Gardens, because I felt kind of more English, very sporty, very outdoorsy, and so I did not wear that. So now it's been like 5 or 6 years since I've owned this tie, and I've never worn it, because when the fuck am I gonna wear this crazy ass tie? I'll include a picture of it at some point in the blog post, but in the end I decided to wear instead a red deco stripe tie, which I've owned forever, with my Ascot Chang spear point collar shirt, the blue reverse stripe, which my girlfriend really likes, and I wore that with my Suit Supply brown suit jacket, and I kind of went for a not a suit look. By that I mean I wore my brown pleated chinos, which I wear as riding boots, which I mean I tuck into my riding boots, because I like wearing riding boots whenever I go have tea and do anything that feels very jaunty and English. But it ended up being pretty practical for the gardens, because again, it was like a couple days after it had rained, and I have no issue wearing suit pants to a garden. Like I don't care if I have to dry clean it or like just wash my pants or dab at it later if they get dirt on them. But with riding boots, from knees down, like it's all leather, baby. You're protected. And so if I'm like we're going through, and we did do not a hike, but there was a small little trail, like it went up behind like a building kind of a thing, and you could kind of look down and see Montrose and like that part of the valley and like the the Pasadena Mountains or whatever. And it was very beautiful, and I'm very glad I wore those boots. They were very, very practical. And again, it looked cool. It felt very jaunty, like walking through the trees, and they have like the Japanese gardens and the redwood gardens, the oak forest and whatever, because it's a California garden. You can do a lot of stuff in our climates here. But it really worked out. I felt very nice. I had debated on going a bit more jaunty, like wearing like a sweater vest or wearing like a Tarasol vest, but I thought it was a better move to kind of just keep it just like the brown, not a suit look thing, and just kind of be more minimal. And that way also like the red tie really pops, instead of having too many patterns. It doesn't feel too Valentine's date-y, and so without adding the sweater vest and extra layers, it feels much more in that vein. So I like the fit. She looked stylish as well. She's got her own really great style. Her sweater has got shapes and colors on it, like these weird
nice.
squiggles.
I love shapes and colors.
Knits. Yeah, well, I mean, it feels like a painting I would do. So that was a lot of fun. Yeah, I mean, it was really fun. So, as I was writing the blog post to go along with this, I forgot that I had written about Valentine's Day before. I mean, one of the first blog posts was about Valentine's Day. It was a 3-parter where it was like what you wear on your first date, what you wear on the second date, and what you wear on like you've been dating for a while or something like that. And I think we talked about that last year when we did our Valentine's Day attire, but it's really bad. But I remembered I did another one the following year where it was about like wearing outfits to like not wear a tie for Valentine's Day, like do a polo shirt or do like a sweater or a turtleneck. And I just think it's funny that I even did that, because I wear a tie all the time now, and I wore a tie to Valentine's Day. And you might even argue that with riding boots, it's even more dressy, You know, like it's not even trying to like blend in. Like I think that's, as I said in the episode where I talk about like what I've learned from outfit repeating or whatever. I've just gotten way more bold and dandy and formal over the years, and so looking back at stuff like that, in particular the Valentine's Day episode or Valentine's Day blog post, it's just funny that like before I was more concerned about being too extra on a date, and now it's like, well, I'm wearing riding boots, and my girlfriend I guess knows that. I mean, I hope she'll continue to date me, you know, knock on wood there, but you know, she knows I wear fedoras. I wore a fedora like our second date, which is an insane thing to do. Not just that, it was a hike, so I wore shorts and a fedora and knee-high socks. I looked crazy, but hey, if she was into that, she shouldn't be surprised that I wore riding boots on Valentine's Day, our first Valentine's Day together. We'll wrap it up here, guys, but if you guys want to hear more, I also wore riding boots to do Nerf and to go to the Ren Fair. So if you guys want to hear more about that, you can go on the blog post. But it's a little bit of fun to be able to LARP in such close succession. And as I said before, like the riding boots have been like one of my best purchases. I think at this point it rivals almost like a brown plaid jacket of like a very Ethan thing to own because of how often I wear it and how versatile it's been. In particular for Nerf, I think it's good that I wore like the riding boots with like a cape, which looked very Star Warsy because no one wants to look like an ICE agent. You know, and it's very easy to do that with a, you know, if you're going for something tactical. I mean, obviously, people can play Nerf, people can own guns without being ICE agents and stuff like that, without being right-wingers. But I think it's just more fun if you kind of go even further and like not even make it have a real-life analog and you look like a resistance fighter. And in my particular thing, I kind of wanted to blend Star Wars with like a World War II resistance kind of look because I wore a beret as well. And that was a fun look. And so doing that, and then of course for the Ren Fair at the local Angel City Brewery, which apparently is closing, RIP.
No.
They had a little Ren Fair that day, a little post-Valentine's Ren Fair. I wore a really fun outfit for that, with my cape and riding boots, obviously, but I made a little bit of a, not a suit, or I guess not a separates kind of a thing, because I wore my brown kimono belted with a costume belt, but the brown kimono top kind of matches the cape that I have, and so it kind of made it for a more cohesive look. And so those are really fun. If you guys want to read more about that and see all the photos, you can go on the blog to check that out. Yeah, we don't worry that, you know, this year we're going to the Ren Fair. It's going to be fucking awesome. Everyone's got to go because it's such a fun time, and I feel like we've been really getting into the LARP of it all. You know, that's been the theme of my 30s, or I guess of this past year, especially because I own riding boots now. Like, there's nothing stopping me. Next thing you know, I'm going to be wearing riding boots with an orange jumpsuit and X-Wing pilot helmet, and it's going to be fucking awesome. But, yeah. If you guys want to talk more about stuff, menswear, I guess, with us, you can do that by going to patreon.com/downdirection. $5 a month gives you access to our bonus episodes, like we talked about. We're going to be doing Tintin. We've done Train Dreams. We've done A Complete Unknown. We've done Live by Night. I am remembering way more than I normally do. We've done Elvis.
We have done Elvis. Are we going to do Elvis Presley in concert?
That's right. Epic.
I'm actually very excited for this. I am definitely going to see that one.
I bet you are.
Yes.
That sounds like something you'd be into.
I'm really excited about this. Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe we'll cover that too. I mean, we've only scratched the surface with all of Elvis's style, so that could be a fun thing to kind of look at, and draw the ire of many an Elvis fans when they tell us we've got something wrong.
True.
So, if you guys want to do that, $5 a month. Double that amount, $10, gives you access. Well, I guess also there's a Discord. That's what the big thing is for that. But so doubling that to $10, you're $10 a month. Nothing extra except MJ thanks you personally. MJ, who are we thanking?
We are thanking our Sadcast fanatics, Shane Curry, Philip Grigard, Henrik Wilberg, and Talbot.
We love and appreciate you guys so much. You can follow us on Instagram at Style and Direction. I'm Ethan.
I'm Spencer.
And I'm MJ.
That's right. There it is. It's so funny. It's like, we'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.
Bye
Bye bye.
bye.